When you hear that familiar sound, it's going down. You are live with the Prodigy on another Monday night. It's been a while. This is almost like a Monday Night Madness, but this is kind of transformed into Smack Talk TV because a lot of Monday Night Raws I don't do. And I don't want to give y'all the impression that I do them. So that's why I don't really call it that. But I looked at the rundown, and also a lot of my favorite TV shows are on their mid-season break into 2023. And we needed some good content to discuss. And you know what? No, not only did we need good content to discuss, because I wouldn't have forced it. I would have just got on Twitch and played the game. I'm playing Need for Speed right now, which is challenging, but it has its rewards. This was like a decent episode on paper. Two things that stood out on me, which I was upset that they took it off. And this, I don't know if he's actually hurt, which I have to read some news about this, or Triple H was being a bitch, which I wouldn't be surprised if he's been a dick. He spited me before in the past. He spited other people I've known. And don't think, oh, he don't know who he is. You'll be surprised. Yes, he does. He does. His minions know who I am. Yes, they do. They've done little things, been little clues and stuff I picked up on that they'll, watch you through like a burner account. I found out and I've seen it before. So Elias, who I hate comparisons. I hate when people compare people to past stars because a lot of the times it's usually inaccurate. However, I will say with Elias, he's the closest comparison you can make to a superstar because he is one. First of all, for a modern wrestler, he checks all the boxes of what you want a wrestler, a TV actor wrestler to look like. He has the look, he has the physique, he has the mic skills, and he's pretty good in the ring. And he has mainstream crossover appeal, something that way too many people underestimate. Like it isn't important when it is. And Elias checked all of those boxes. He's the guy that you want to be a superstar. And I was like, holy shit, Elias is gonna be on the show teaming up with Matt Riddle. Now, Matt Riddle, to be fair, he's a goofball now. Bro, they got him with the painted up nails, and I'm not into the look. It's too fucking goofy for me, quite frankly. And I really wanted to do the show early, but actually it was a couple segments I actually want to watch from Raw live. But going forward, I'm probably, if we ever gonna do a wrestling cover, it's probably gonna be live. It just seems like it's way more people interested and it's not so late. Like right now, it's 11 o'clock on the East Coast. It's 10 o'clock in the Midwest. And the only people that's really probably gonna be tuning in with this is people in another country, and specifically in the United States, people on the West Coast, because on the West Coast it's like 8 o'clock. So that's something going forward I've noticed with my schedule I want to do. I want to start doing more early episodes because at one time when we went early, it was cracking. It was cracking. I want to say about a month ago, it was cracking when we went on early. So Elias is on the show, and then I heard about the JBL Invitational. Those two things right there was like, yep, I'm gonna watch it live. Especially like I said, considering my shows I usually watch on Mondays on their break. Only show that is actively on right now that I'm watching is Tulsa King. And I don't know how they're gonna do the week of Christmas. They might not have an episode that week, so I got to get prepared for that too. So yeah, Tulsa King is the only thing that's on right now. All my other shows are actually not in season or they're on their mid-season break. So they gave us some material to work with here. And yesterday's shows was a lot of fun that we did. We did like what was the episode? It was a UFC fight from Saturday, but we didn't cover it to yesterday. So we had a show yesterday, and now we got a show today. So that show was a lot. We covered a lot of news. We talked about The Rock, and then The Rock possibly winning the Royal Rumble. There's been a lot of chirps and talking and talks of The Rock winning the Royal Rumble, which I'm highly in favor of because honestly, these other people are just not worthy. Like they say when Vince McMahon come out, yeah, pal. All the fans say they're not worthy. We're not worthy, which they aren't. I mean, a lot of them think they are. I'm being serious. I'm not saying it in like a us brotherhood, pat us on shit. No, I honestly don't think they're worthy because a lot of these wrestlers don't understand what a star is supposed to look like. They think it's supposed to be because the guy they like. Just because you like somebody don't mean they deserve the title. How are they backstage? Can they hold a segment on their own? How much money are they worth? In other words, are they a draw? Can you make money with this particular so-called star? And everybody, it must be a good Monday Night Football because for people not to be on my thing yet, which means it's probably Monday Night Football going on. I felt Munchie game. What the hell is that? Football. Who's playing tonight? Football. Let's see who's playing. Football. There's a lot of stuff now is based off teams names, not really NFL this or that. It's Monday. Who's playing? That game should be damn near over by now, though, if it's on. Because I think that game started at what 7:20 or something. They're like the Saints. Uh, yeah, the Saints and the Bucks. I don't think that's a great game. Specifically, I think the Bucks are doing decent. Because isn't that Brady's team? Let me see. Let's see standings. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see league standings. So right now, the Saints and the Bucks. Neither of these teams are top 10 teams, unless my eyes are playing with me. Nope, we got the Eagles number one, the Vikings, Buffalo Bills, Dallas Cowboys, Kansas City, Baltimore, Cincy, Miami. The Dolphins is doing well. That's hilarious. San Francisco 49ers. Those look like the top 10 teams. 3, 6, 9. And the Giants, surprisingly, the Giants are doing decent. That is crazy. So yeah, no, actually, this is a subpar game. Like, what could people be watching? College football, I don't think is on. I don't think there's no good NBA games on. Like, what is everybody doing? So, but anyway, yeah. So the JBL invitation, I already knew it was going to be great based off premise. I liked it based off premise, and I was like, fuck, I really hope they don't mess this up. And it was great. Everybody that was involved, I saw 2 segments. Or was it 3? I saw 2. The one with Dexter Loomis dumping the money on the table and JBL asking everybody for money, and the one with Miz. And if JoJo gets on here, we're gonna go into more elaboration about why him and Miz is significant. For the people that don't know, Miz and JBL has a very abrasive relationship past with each other. Basically, when the Miz was young, like around 2004, when JBL was on top of the company on SmackDown when he was the WWE champion, Miz, he didn't care for Miz. He thought Miz was not worthy. He didn't think Miz was he thought he's from a reality TV show. He think he was a tough guy. So he tested Miz a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. He tested the shit out of Miz. And Miz, to his credit, he took it. I don't know if I would have been able to, but Miz took it. He took it on the chin. He didn't boo-hoo about it or, JBL's bullying me and nothing like that. He could have very well done that, like some people have. And I'm not here to say those people are wrong, but it's kind of one of those is what it is type things. And the Miz, he took it. I think the last thing was he was apparently eating chicken near Chris Benoit's bag, and JBL sent Benoit after him, and it turned into a whole thing. So tonight, it was almost like, even though it's well overdue, because that was what, fucking 17 or 18 years ago? It was a long ass time ago. It was well overdue, and I honestly think Miz deserves the bow that he got. He should have got a long time because Miz has been doing this thing and holding it down for the WWE locker room for a fuck long time. A very, very, very long time. So yeah, that was a nice little moment with JBL and Miz kind of like passing the torch and yeah, like passing the torch, and it was like, yeah, you made it. So they had a little moment when Miz was trying to buy into the game, and then Miz had the fucking Rolex watch because Dexter Loomis took all his money, and JBL was like, that's fake, right? Now I don't know if that was meant to be a dig at Miz or whatever, but it was nice seeing them on screen with each other. It was a good comedy release. Obviously, Miz approved everything that happened and all that type of stuff, or it wouldn't happen. But yeah, it was a nice little bow. I also like how JBL kind of put Johnny Gargano in his place, almost like, who the fuck are you, kid? Michael, he was talking shit to him because a lot of these people way too often kiss Johnny Gargano's ass when he's not a big deal. It's nothing to care about with this dude. He doesn't have an appealing look. He's too small. He doesn't hit weights. It's just like, what reason will you have to respect this man? None. And finally, one of these legends that's not an ass kisser that's, yeah, he's all great, Michael, like Road Dogg or fucking William Regal or somebody. These guys who's been there, done that, that's been at the top of the card, that's done great things. Finally, somebody's telling this motherfuckers that his shit stank and he's not as good as he thinks he is. This is exactly how a guy like Gargano needs to be talked to until he earns the right to be respected. Nobody cares what you did in the indies, dude. You're in the big time now. Now, I know your boss, Triple H, for whatever reason, is an idiot. And this whole thing is, well, they respect me and they kiss my ass, so I'm going to put them on TV whether they're a draw or not. Like, it's not about any of that. It's about who deserves to be on TV. And I know TV has a different model now where celebrity is less of a thing and it's more about inclusion and, putting everybody there even if they don't deserve to be there. It's a different TV model. I understand that. But it still should be the best people should be on the best channel. This is not, y'all not on UPN anymore, the nickel network that is barely in any homes. That was like what, like mostly local. No, I think everybody had UPN at one point. But what kind of were they getting primo ads? Like now WWE is a large, basically advertising company. So the best of the best, the most appealing looking people should be representative of your product. You know, like the Brian Breakers and the Karrion Kross and Scarletts and Mandy Rose, Lacey Evans, either people with great reputations for accolades they've accomplished, or people with appealing looks. These are the people that you should have on the forefront of your show, not these. Oh, he put his time in the indies, because from a risk perspective, with them breaking their bodies on the indies, what do you have to sell to the public now? Like, you're a company that can't really capitalize off your investment. You signed this broken down as indie wrestler that you can't do a whole lot with. So it's really weird, man. Also on the show tonight, surprisingly, it was some good girl matches. Like, I feel like it's been a bit of a change in the guard. Also, Solo Sikoa looked great, and Solo Sikoa, the Usos' younger brother, was the one that attacked Elias. I don't know what happened. I don't know if Elias failed a drug test. Let me pull up some news to figure out, because Elias was one of the main people that I was looking forward to watching Raw live. For me to watch Raw live, it takes a hell of a lot of effort for me to do it, because I just, most of the time don't have time. I'm preoccupied with Twitch or work or family obligation. I just don't have time, especially when it's going to be terrible. I just don't have time for it. But that's something that what's the word I'm looking for here? That's the girls had a surprisingly good match, and Elias was somebody I want to watch the show for. Did Elias get hurt? Let me see what happened. Also, Ric Flair has a documentary with Peacock coming out on the day after Christmas. Hopefully it's not shit. Or not shit. It's probably gonna be pretty decent. Hopefully it's not shit that we heard a million times. Like, put some fresh content on there, dude. Like, we don't want to keep hearing about the same shit all the time. Put some current events that happened to Ric Flair's life, or funny stories, or something like that. Let's see. I don't see anything about Elias getting hurt. I don't know why they decide to have a last minute attack. Maybe they're gonna build further to that down the line. I don't know what happened. It came off as very weird, because up until tonight, Elias was being slotted in as Matt Riddle's partner, and then all of a sudden the show starts and they jump him. Either way, point is, Solo Sikoa had a great segment. This guy, he understands intensity. I might even go on the limb that he might be a little better than his brothers these days. Like, the Usos kind of like, they're consistent and they're good. Don't get me wrong. Like, but it seems like they're kind of in autopilot. Whereas you could feel the hunger, you could sense it in Solo Sikoa, and his facials, everything he does matters. When he walk off, he put the hood on, like the little details of things that he do it should be very appreciated by people. And I honestly think a lot of these fans, for one reason or another, don't really appreciate this guy. Because they don't. Honestly, I'm just gonna go on a limb and say I don't think these fans really understand what good TV is. I'm just gonna say that I really don't think they understand what it is. So that was that with that. Let's see if we can find a little clip of this, because I actually want to tag this video up a tad bit. Let me see if we could catch a little piece of Solo Sikoa. Let's make sure I ain't got no text from nobody. I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to hear that. I'm trying to check my phone and make sure ain't none of my friends text me. That's usually supposed to be on the show with me. Solo Sikoa tag. Because the blood, these dudes been on fire. Tags Riddle. He beat the hell out of Matt Riddle. And I love how people upload this stuff so fast. It's already up already. And hopefully we don't get copyrighted for this, but I won't be surprised if we did. My internet's been really choppy the last few days. It's weird. Who knows why? Wait, when was this? The previous week?
Oh, but wait a second.
Solo Sikoa. Let's go to the important stuff. Like, he beat the hell. So as y'all can see, like, well, let me see if they show him leaving the ring. I don't think so, but he put the hood on his head and he looked like a boss. You know, a lot of these segments, wrestlers don't be looking like bosses, but that was one of them. Like I said earlier, the girls' matches were really good. Ripley, she's so young but so good. She's on a completely different level. Um, I don't know how this Judgment Day thing is going to do Rhea Ripley. It's either going to make or break Rhea Ripley. I will say that. Um, and hopefully she finds a niche. I think she gets it. She gets the womanisms, the way you walk to the ring, the big fight feel to her matches, the facials. Like I like how she makes everything feel important when she do things. So that's a plus that she has to work with. Um, who else was in the match? Bailey did decent. She won the match. Asuka's Asuka. She's kind of the glue that holds everything together. And I think in due time, she's also someone that'll be a lot more greatly appreciated. But as of right now, I think only certain people really appreciate Asuka. She's really, really good. Um, it looked like the Alexa Bliss match, which is I think was the last match. I didn't watch it because I was busy doing things downstairs. From what I've heard from the TV, it sounded like it was good. And Alexa looked like she's back to form a bit tonight. Uh, Matter of fact, I think I just saw a clip of the JBL Invitational. We're gonna play that in a second. Nobody cares about the OC. Oh, this was Nikki Cross versus Becky versus Alexa. Alexa Bliss won. Thank God. That's the perfect person that should have won that match. Let's find some of this JBL Invitational stuff quick. Let's put this one up. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, they had a couple different parts to this. Let's play this. Miz tried to get in. Yeah, okay, let's play this. I found a couple of these. This should be pretty goddamn hilarious. Then we're gonna cut out soon. I don't know. Maybe JoJo can make it tonight. This show wasn't gonna be very long anyway. With JoJo, maybe about an hour 15 minutes, but he's not here yet. And I'm gonna cut out because I want to do a couple things on Twitch. Let's see. This was pretty goddamn funny. The JBL Invitational. This was some funny shit right here. Invitational. Let's get to the part with JBL. Great use of him, I thought. I thought that was a really good use of what's this guy here? Dexter Loomis, who's extremely talented. Samuel Shaw's a talented fella. So it was nice having him on there. Let's get the other invitational stuff because I missed a segment somewhere. It was a brawl. They all took the money. That was a pretty good segment, even though I still hate Johnny Gargano. But let's see. Was one of another one? Let's play the one with what Miz at? I think I saw Miz. This was pretty funny. Let's see if we can find. I thought I saw Miz on here somewhere. Where Miz go? One second, Joe. I had it on here for a second. I don't know where it went. Miz was up here for a minute. See if I can type JBL. Here it is right here.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Never mind, it's some jackass talking. Anyway, it was great, was the point. So I hope y'all had a good one, man. I'll catch y'all again. Very short, like I said, not a really long one. Go when y'all get a chance, check out the Miz JBL spot from Raw. Yes, that was great. Like I said, it was a nice little bow if you know the history of Miz and JBL. So yeah, y'all be good, and I'll catch y'all, man. It's been a fun episode, man. Hashtag Raw. TJ the Prodigy on YouTube. Check out the YouTube King Prodigy Games. That's King Prodigy Games on YouTube. Extensive library of nothing but great games, y'all. Go check that out. I'll see y'all soon.